I am excited about this 45-minute X-Bike ride. So what I want you to do first is make sure you have that seat setting correctly. So remember, you don't want that leg locked out. You don't want it too squished up. So you got to have the setting here where you turn the knob, pull it, and you need to do this without sitting on your bike first. So if you share this with someone else in the household, they'll probably be at a different setting. So once you get that setting right, lock it in. And I also want you to set your mode to the timer function, which is on the left. So keep pushing that button until it's set to time, not to your speed, your distance, your calories, or scan. So also your little button there's a little dial. Make sure it goes all the way to the easy peasy setting, which is to the left. You're going to follow that minus button. So let's go ahead and get going. It's not going to be easy for long though. So we're going to be doing a lot of intervals during this 45-minute lesson. And maybe you've already done the 15 minutes, you've progressed up to 30, and now you're ready for the 45, which is great. So we're going to add a few little arm movements in here, but we're mostly going to be focusing on interval training, which is a great, healthy, efficient way to train. So it's going to get that heart fit real quick from this type of training. So we're going to get ready. Now, what I'd like you to do is you see that dial where it says minus and plus. Obviously, plus, when you turn it to the right, makes it harder. The minus, turning it to the left on a dial, makes it easier. So right now, I want it at its easiest setting. So if you're new and you're just jumping in on this 45-minute lesson, make sure you have that set correctly where it's just nice and easy. So you don't feel any tension right now. So I'm going to be your timer. I have it set for time, and I'm sure you do too. And we're all at different fitness levels during this. So I want you to listen to your body. You don't have to do exactly what I do. I'm going to guide you into the levels of how many times to turn the spin and how long to do it. But if at any time you feel like it's too much, just dial it back down and do what works for you. And on the other hand, maybe you're in beast mode, boo, and you feel like it's too easy, dial it up. So what we're going to do, I'm going to set this because this little thing is jumping over to scan. I want it set at timer, so I have it set at timer. Let's go ahead and turn it 3 times to the right. That's following the plus minus, or the plus. 1, 2, 3. Just a nice little spin, 3 times to the right. So it's still pretty easy. We're going to get this upper body moving as well. So what I'd like you to do with your upper body is sit up tall, take your arms open and close those arms. You're going to wake up your shoulders. Good. 30 seconds. Just wake up the upper body. You hear one of the mottos I love to say is movement is medicine, motion is lotion, because it's so true. Oh, this thing called exercise. The benefits. I could write an encyclopedia of all the great benefits of exercise. Bring it back down. You know, if people would exercise consistently, kind of like you're doing here, you know, we would have less doctor visits. You know, we spend $3.7 trillion a year in healthcare, and that statistic was from like 3 years ago. So it keeps going up. 3.7 was way back, I think it was 2017, 18, and it's going up, up, up. So we would definitely be spending less on healthcare if we would move more and make healthy choices with our food more often. So we'll talk more about that later. So right now, let's take 2 more spins to the right. 1 and 2. Good. Excellent. So I want your feet inside those straps. I have my foot slightly flexed up, pulling towards that, the little strap right on top there. And you got good, comfortable shoes. It's really important you wear good, comfortable shoes and clothes. So treat yourself to this. And be consistent with your exercise, you know. 4 things I'm going to talk about because we all have a goal. And I'm going to ask you, you know, what's your why? It's a very common question. And it gives you something to think about. Some of you have to think about it. Some of you might say, hey, I want to lose weight. Or I want to tone my body, get healthy. You know, I want to age well. Maybe you want to lower some blood sugars. Whatever your why is. You might have a series of whys, which is great. I just want you to think about that every time you exercise. And that's that little carrot that kind of sits in front of you. You know what I'm saying? I've heard some people say, hey, that glass of wine sitting in front of me is my carrot. Hey, whatever your carrot is, you keep moving. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to make this a little bit tougher. And if some of you are saying, hey, it's tough right now, then just leave it right here. That's fine. So we're going to take it 2 to the right. 1, 2. Very nice. Keep going. So it's getting a little bit more uncomfortable. And you hear me say that word a lot as well. Uncomfortable is great. And by the way, those of you that want to lose weight or lose fat, and I think actually this should be for everybody, is you need consistent exercise. So remember, 150 minutes a week minimum of cardio exercise. This includes cardio, things that get the heart rate going. Okay, that could be walking, biking, elliptical, swimming, rollerblading, whatever your choice is. And you could break it up throughout the day. Keep going, I'm distracting you right now. So you're doing 45 minutes, man, you are spot on. You do this a few times a week, that's great. You know, more is better. 150 minutes a week is the minimum. And if you could get 2 times a week of strength training in, that's, you know, with the weights, take a class, do some squats, push-ups, 2 times a week minimum. 3 is preferred. So 150 minutes a week of cardio, boop, what you're doing, yay. And twice a week minimum of weights, that would be really great. All right, guys, keep going. So in 50 seconds, I'm gonna go 2 more spins to the right. So it's starting to get a little more testy. You feeling that in the heart rate going a little bit. And that is what I'm looking for. We're getting that heart. Healthy heart is a happy heart. And now Emerson had a great quote. I love, love, love. Your first wealth is health. And it's so true, because without your health, you don't have anything. You could have all the money in the world. You could be a multi-billionaire. You can't pay somebody to go for a run for you. No. You might pay somebody to make you a healthy meal. That's great. But you need to do this yourself and make it happen. Okay, so be consistent with that exercise. So in 10 seconds, we're going to take 2 to the right. Let's get ready. And if you feel like this is fine where it is, keep it here. That's 1, 2. Good. 2 to the right. This is uncomfortable. Good. If you need to dial it back, dial it back. You know why? Because we're going to be here for 2 minutes. This is a 2-minute interval of uncomfortable. And we're going to be doing quite a few of those. So let's get ready. Time will fly, because we're going to be talking about all kinds of good stuff. Or should I say, I will. You can always choose to mute me and ignore me, but I'd like you to listen to some of this stuff. I've been in fitness over 30 years, and I've learned a lot along the way, and I still continue and love to learn. So, and I do repeat myself, because repetition is the key to learning. So be consistent with that exercise, especially if you're one that wants to lose weight. The second thing, proper nutrition. So what does that mean? Well, I like this analogy. I should probably write a book on it. Eat like you live on an island. So does your food grow in the ground? Does it grow in a tree? Does it swim in the sea? Does it run around? You have 1 more minute, by the way. 1 more minute. So think about fresh fruits and vegetables, guys, all the different colors, and eat that healthy protein with a healthy carb at every meal. I'll use an example, you know, an egg and fruit. You know, the egg is the protein that helps heal and repair the muscle tissue, and the fruit gives you the energy that you need. So I'm a big believer in healthy carbs. Carbs are not bad. No. You know what? When people say bad carbs, we'll think of those donuts and croissants and french fries. Okay? And you know what? A baked potato only has 100 calories, 700 milligrams of potassium. Do you know what makes a baked potato bad? Well, let's see. Let's add this much butter. Let's add this much sour cream. How about some bacon bits? You know what I'm saying? So that's how we make things bad. I don't even like using the word bad, but let's make better choices most of the time. So that's number 2, is proper nutrition. Good. Keep going. And let's move it back down. Easier. 1, 2, 3. So I brought it down where it says that little negative button. Move it to the left 3 times. You're still feeling this. You're winded. But this is easier than where you were. Good. So we're going to hang here for 2 minutes before we go back into another interval. Great. Keep moving. So back to that, for those of you that are interested in learning how to be healthier, perhaps lose weight, lose some fat, remember, consistent exercise. We talked about that. Proper nutrition, I just talked about that. You know, number 3 is that adequate sleep. So you got to make sure you turn the tablets off. You know, get into a good routine, go to bed at the same time, wake up at the same time, even on the weekends. And you know, I watched a great TED Talk with Matt Walker, and it was interesting. He was saying, keep it cool. You know, when it's 65 degrees, which my husband would definitely not like that because of the electric bill, but 65 degrees is actually the perfect temperature for keeping it cool. So, you know, just keep it at a cooler. Whatever setting works for you and your spouse, that's great. But, and then maybe there's a few women going through hot flashes, so I know you like keeping it cool. But so just remember that. It's adequate sleep quality. Adequate. So that's important too. And the last one is stress management. We have 40 seconds. How do you manage your stress? Well, I know I like to keep a journal. I go out in nature. I'll take a nature walk, be around birds and animals. Maybe you want to go sit on a park bench. Maybe be in the mountains, sit on the beach, whatever it is. Take a hot bath. Keep going. And maybe have a glass of wine while you're taking your hot bath with a candle. And I did say a glass of wine, not a bottle of wine. Because when I tell people, hey, a glass of wine's good for you, this is how most people go, hey, that means a bottle is better. You guys are laughing at me. Anyway, let's go ahead and move it up for a 2-minute interval. 3 to the right. 1, 2, 3. It's uncomfortable for 2 minutes. Good. Keep going. Breathe. Yes. And I'm laughing right now as I'm thinking of the godfather of fitness. I talk a lot about Jack LaLanne. He was way before Jane Fonda and Richard Simmons. Back in the early 50s, had the longest fitness show that lasted over 30 years. That man knew what he was talking about, but one thing he said, which I crack up, he says, if it tastes good, spit it out. I think it's awesome. All right, let's keep going. You got a minute and a half. Keep going. I think he was just trying to make a point, though. Keep going. And I have a rule. You guys are going to laugh at me for this one. I eat healthy most of the time. 80% healthy during the day and then 20% not so healthy. And I also have this really fun rule. You got one more. I kind of create my own little rules on myself. But I think you'll like this one. Calories don't count if they're on somebody else's plate. So if my husband orders French fries with his meal and I eat some of his fries, those aren't my calories. He ordered them, not me. So that's okay. You like my rule, don't you? Okay, we've got 45 seconds. Keep going. And also, when it's your birthday or holidays, calories don't count. That's my other rule. You like that? I know you like that one. Keep going. Maybe it's your birthday today and you're saying, Coach Kim just said calories don't count today. Yep, exactly. Okay, you've got 30 seconds. I know you're feeling it. Make sure you breathe. If this is too uncomfortable, you're feeling the very uncomfortable sensation, then I need you to back it back down a couple on the dial, please. Keep going. 10 more seconds and we're going to knock it down by 3, please. So keep going. This is an uncomfortable feeling. And let's move it. That's 1, 2, 3. Good. Nice moderate pace. Excellent. So let's take your head. Okay, this is a beautiful thing, this head of yours, and the neck muscles are holding up that head. And some of you might have some neck pain. So let's do a little stretch while we're in our active recovery. I'd like to take your hand. I'm using my right hand on the top of my head and I'm looking towards my right side. You might be doing the opposite. That's fine. And just hold a nice stretch in the back of the neck here. Good. Hold it right there. And let's switch sides. Take your other hand, and I'm using my left hand with my left side. Maybe you're using your right with your right. And tilt, just a gentle stretch. If you feel that in the back of your neck, you're doing this correctly. And you could do this several times a day, especially if you're at your computer. Good, come back. And I'd like you to look to the right and then look to the left or vice versa. You're following me, you'll be in the opposite direction. Good, let's go again. To the side. And to the side. It's good to stretch. And then roll your head from left to right. And right to left. This is a semicircle only. And let's go again. It feels pretty good, doesn't it? Take it to the right. And then take it to the left. Good. That feels great. So whether you have neck issues or not, and some of you sometimes feel that tightness up in there, try to remember some of those neck stretches. It'll really do you good. Motion is lotion. So in 30 seconds, we're going to have another 2-minute interval. Good. Keep going. Whew, boy, I'll tell you, the hardest part is showing up, and your favorite part's when you're done. I know it. And exercise does get addictive, but some people, they don't love it, and that's okay. I'm very proud of you for showing up and actually doing it. Okay, let's get ready. 3 to the right, and that's 1, 2, 3. 3 full spins to the right. Let's get going for 2-minute interval. This is an uncomfortable feeling. Some of you might be clock watching, but I got your clock. I got your back. We're good. Excellent. Some of you are thinking, really? Coach Kim said a baked potato is okay, but it's white. You know what? Yeah, look up all the really good stuff that's in a baked potato. It grows on the ground, doesn't it? Or a potato for that matter. It's all in the way you prepare it. So a baked potato is fine when you make it at home. You know what's going on it and in it. So a baked potato, 100 calories, that's it. Put just a little pat of butter on. Some people like to use salsa. You can put a little broccoli in it. So there's good stuff. You know, a cup of coffee only has 5 calories. Do you know that? It's all the junk we put in those coffees, in the fancy coffees, you know what I'm saying? That make it not so good. So keep going. I'm just giving you something to think about. That's all. You got one more minute. One more minute. Because when you couple this thing called exercise, which is amazing, and you couple it with a healthy eating plan most of the time, eating healthy 80% of the time every day, you know what? You're going to feel amazing. And don't feel guilty when you do splurge. My splurge is ice cream, okay? I'm admitting it. Keep going. 40 seconds. I enjoy having a little bit of ice cream, probably about 3 times a week. I don't have to have a lot, but I like a little ice cream and I don't feel guilty about it. I work hard. You got 30 seconds. So think about it. Salt, sweet, or alcohol. What's your vice? Some of you are going, hey, I like all those, salt, sweet, and alcohol. Maybe it's cheese. I met a girl one time. She quit cheese and lost 30 pounds. Man, must have been eating a lot of cheese. Keep going. You got 15 seconds. We all have something, and that's okay. You're not training for a bodybuilding show. Enjoy that little splurge. Have that one brownie, not the box of brownies. Let's move it 3 times to the left. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Good. Breathing in your nose, out your mouth. Breathing in. And breathe out. Let's do one more breath. Breathe in. And breathe out. Good. We're going to hang here for about another minute and a half, right where we are. So I want you to just kind of check in with yourself. Ask yourself, how are you feeling right now? Are you feeling comfortable? Are you feeling like this is challenging but doable? Because that's the pace I'm looking for. This is challenging, but it's doable. If you're feeling uncomfortable right now, you probably need to dial it back down. So follow that minus again, another notch or 2, okay? Again, we're all at different levels. I've probably got lots and lots of you checking this out, all different fitness levels. So there's not one for all here, guys. So you need to make sure you listen for you, okay? Good. We got about another minute. This time I'm only going to do a minute interval. I have like this evil laugh going on in my head. Do you know why? Because we're going to be going up. We're going to be dialing up by 4. Yeah, by 4. But it's less time on the interval. So it's going to be shorter, a little bit more intense. And you've got this. I don't want any stinking thinking. So negative thoughts up there? And you can't think of a negative thought and a positive thought at the same time. So make sure you choose that positive thought. Good. And you know we have a lot of the same thoughts all day long. 60,000 of them, as a matter of fact, thoughts that go on all day long. So that's all a choice what you choose to think. So are you thinking, oh, this is hard. Oh, I'm sweating. I don't want to mess up my hair. I'm sweating. Oh, you know what? Get rid of those negative thoughts. You're thinking, I feel good. I feel able, and I am ready to go. So let's go, guys. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go. Oh, this is more tension than we've had, but it's only for 1 minute. So you've got this. Come on. Breathe. You feel that in the legs and the heart? I know you do. Good. I've got your back. 40 seconds to go, like that. Keep going. And this uncomfortable feeling, just read about it. If you go on Google and put in like EPOC training, excess post-exercise oxygen consumption, it's a fancy word, but what does this basically mean? I'll just tell it to you in a nutshell. You've only got 20 seconds. It means it's creating an afterburn. You know what this means? You're going to burn calories during this activity right now for 45 minutes. Then tonight, when you're making that healthy dinner and you're doing nothing, you're going to still be burning calories. You can burn calories 1, 2, sometimes even 3 days. Let's bring it back down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 back down. Good. We're back to where we were. How was that interval? Was it awesome? Yes, it was. Just say it. Just say it was awesome because you know it was. Love it. I know some of you, I mentioned there's a few of you that don't like exercise. You need that little bit of extra motivation. And I got your back. I got you on here. Keep going. Hey, we're almost at our halfway point. Did you know that? It's feeling pretty good. Keep going. Anybody ever run a race before? You ever do some kind of competition? You know, I've ran marathons and half marathons. I love half marathons in the woods. They call them trail runs. Out west is the best for those. I really love it. Except when you have to run with bear spray or something like that. I don't like doing that. But anyway, my reason for telling you is, you know that feeling when you get to that halfway point in your race? And then you get to the point where you're over halfway? And then I'm using the running race because I enjoy running. But so imagine every mile that goes by, you just get more and more motivated. And that's how you're going to feel. And maybe you already feel it right now. So keep going. We're almost to that halfway. And no, you don't have to carry bear spray. Yes. Let's keep going. I'm laughing as I think of the bear spray stuff. Trust me. I could tell you some funny stories about my runs out west with bears. But the good news is I'm still here, aren't I? So it's all awesome. No, I did not get attacked by any bears or whatnot. You just always have to make sure you run faster than the person next to you, right? That's what you need to do when you see a bear. And I say that with humor right now. So please take it as that. All right, let's keep going. All right, 1 minute, hard interval. Let's go back up by 4. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Go. You've got 1 minute hard. Yep, back to where you were. Let's take it. We're creating that afterburn. Who doesn't like burning calories now and later? Of course, there's someone probably out there going, me? No, I know you're just kidding. We all want to burn calories now and later. You know, in over 30 years of fitness, I've never heard anybody ever say, I want to lose fat, or I want to gain fat and lose muscle. I've never heard anybody say that. I want to lose muscle and gain fat. No. Most of us, you've got 20 seconds. And you guys are agreeing with me, right? You want to gain muscle and lose fat, right? Yes. So let's keep going. We're getting there. 10 seconds. I know you're looking for relief. This is very uncomfortable, by the way. Just kind of a little bit very uncomfortable. Let's move it down by 4. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. If you need to take it down another notch or 2, take it. How's that heart rate? Go ahead and feel it. Take your 2 fingers on your carotid artery. And maybe some of you have an Apple Watch or something that's telling you otherwise what your heart rate is. Just tell me, is it beating pretty good? Good. Now, I can't give you a number because we're all different ages. We're all different fitness levels. Some people might be on medication for their blood pressure, for example. And somebody that's on medication for their blood pressure, that medication, the job of the medication is to keep the heart rate down. So you have to go by how you feel more than the ticking of the heart. But my point with having you feel that is I want it ticking pretty good. Okay? Now, if you're not on medicine and it was just going tick, tick, you know what? You're either in Lance Armstrong shape or you need to dial it up a little bit more. Okay? And on the other hand, if it was going too quick, you need to probably dial it back down. Okay? We got another minute before we're going to get a little feisty again. You're doing a great job. By the way, we are over halfway done. It's awesome. Feels good. You sweating yet? We all have different times that we sweat. I always tease people and say, hey, you can't leave till you pass the sweat test. Can you do this? Whoop. And girls, we don't sweat, we perspire, right? I'm just kidding. I saw someone with a shirt. Speaking of girls, I love this shirt. It says, a fit woman is a powerful woman. How cool is that? Love that. Keep going. It's so true. And yes, the guys, you're strong like bull, you know? It's going to help you live long, feel better. That goes for guys and girls, all of us, and even our youth. So it's creating that habit and sticking with it. And even when you don't feel like doing it. All right, let's go ahead and move it up by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now we're going to be here for 1 minute, but here's the deal. After this minute, I'm going to dial it up another notch for another 30 seconds. So it's basically going to be uncomfortable for a minute and a half. Okay? So listen to your body. If you need dialed up or dial it down, do what works for you, okay? Just promise me that. Keep going. In 30 seconds, we're going to dial it up, meaning we're going to make it harder by 1. And if some of you are going, hey, Coach Kim, remember you talked about that heart ticking too much? Well, then just keep it where it is. Okay, or maybe you have to move it back down. I'm okay with that. I actually prefer, and I want you to be smart about your body. Listen to it. Okay, 10 seconds. You breathing? All right, let's move it up by 1. Here we go. Move it up by 1. It's only for 30 seconds. Now this is pretty uncomfortable. Keep going. Keep going, and I'm going to tell you a funny story. Keep going. Any animal lovers out there? I'm going to tell you something about I really like dogs. Keep going, 15 seconds. So I'm going to give you some dog statistics and tell you about my dog. You got 10 seconds, and you're going to laugh. Keep going. All right, let's dial it back down by 4. Only 4, not 5. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. If you need a little more, take another one. So I was walking into PetSmart the other day, and I was reading this. Now, I live in Florida, so it says 31% of dogs in the state of Florida are obese. All right, so I was walking in a pet store the other day, and I live in a state, it's a pretty warm state, but it says 31% of dogs are obese, and 33% of cats are obese. Now, I don't know about you guys, but that's not overweight. We're talking obese. Now, some of you guys are looking at your animals right now. You're probably looking around looking, where's my dog, my cat? Is it obese? And I'm not being hypercritical because, yes, they have their genetics too. But what's the coincidence that over the years, dogs and cats have gotten fatter? Could it be, or are we giving them junk food? Are we not exercising them? So it's really important that we exercise our animals, guys, and read the food labels on their foods too. Don't give them junk food with their food. Get that good quality food. It's worth it. You want them to live long and healthy. And I tease about dogs and strollers because I know a lot of people like to put their dogs in strollers. And I guess I get it if you're going for a super long run or maybe your animal is old or hurt. But I think dogs need to be mostly out of the stroller and moving their bodies. At least that's how I feel. But I can't put my dog in a stroller. By the way, I have another minute and we're going to get feisty again. I have a golden retriever. Now, if you guys, I have 2 golden retrievers. My other one's getting older. He has hip issues. He's 12. He's fabulous. He would run with me, but I don't want to hurt his hip. So I thought I'll get a younger golden. This is great. Since day 1, I had to hire a dog trainer because the dog hates to walk. He hates to exercise. And I thought, oh my God. So here it is. He's 2 years old this month. He hasn't changed a bit. When we go out for a run, or I shouldn't say run because he won't run with me, but he'll walk. Only if my other dog goes. And he's on his side on the tile floor. I have his harness on, and I literally pull him across the tile to go outside the front door. It's really comical to think, how did I, personal trainer, like fitness guru, get a lazy dog? I don't get it. All right, guys, let's move it up by 2. Here we go. 1, 2. We're going to do the same thing. A minute, uncomfortable. 30 seconds, very uncomfortable. Keep going. Yes. Good. Yes, I do laugh at my golden story because my neighbors all laugh at me too because he'll take a walk and then all of a sudden flop in the grass and just get on his back. And I'm like, oh my God, I got a dog that hates exercise. I can't give him back now because, we love our animals. And just like people, you love them right where they are. So keep going. But I don't have a runner, and that's okay. In 30 seconds, we're going to go up a little bit more. 30 more seconds of feeling uncomfortable. If this is you pitter-patter too much, dial it down, please. So it's the same thing we did last time, a minute and a half. You've got 15 seconds, and if you have it in you, we're going to dial it up. Now, this is the toughest we've been so far. I know you're feeling it. Good. Just don't be like my dog, okay? Don't just flop and boop. You're going to keep going. Let's move it up by 1. Ready? Go. Move it up by 1, 30 more seconds, and I'll give you a little bit of a break. As a matter of fact, I'll give you a 2-minute break, see? You're thinking, wow, Coach Kim, you're giving us a whole 2 minutes. Yes, I am, and be grateful. because it could just be a minute if you think about it that way. 10 seconds, that's it. 10 seconds, and we're going to dial it back down by 4. So let's get ready. 3, 2, 1. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Feel the relief. Good. If you need a little more, let me know. Good. All right, let's take it up another notch. Ready, set, go. We're into that 30-second hard. Let's make it go. I've got the clock. Don't you worry about your clock. I've got you right here. All right, keep going. 30-second hard, and then we're going to bring it back down. 20 seconds. Good. 10 seconds. That's it. Well, it's not it. It's just it for this interval. All right, let's keep going. All right, move it back down by 4, please. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Relief. Good. Feel that relief. Now, the good news is we have less than 15 minutes on this bike. Less than 15. Your clock might say different than mine, but I started, when my timer started is basically when we started. Some of you might have got it on here and your seat was already adjusted and started going. And even if you get a little bit more, that's awesome. That's like bonus extra credit. Good. So 2 minutes. I promised you 2 minutes of active recovery. Now, this doesn't mean easy peasy. This is like a pace. If you were outside on a bike ride, you feel like, or even inside for that matter, you could do for 30 minutes, challenging but doable pace. That's the pace I want you to feel right now. Okay, so go by how you feel. Is this challenging but doable? Could you maintain this particular pace and speed for 30 minutes? Then you're spot on. Okay, this is what I want you to feel. It's a steady state pace. Okay, good. And the steady state pace is good. So if you do happen to go, maybe you live in a climate, you can go outside and exercise. It's good to go outside and get that steady state walk in, that steady state bike ride outside, or the swim or rollerblade, or do whatever gives you that joy. And you know what, if you're a golfer, I hope you walk the course. I don't know how busy your course is, but I hope you walk. Get those extra steps in. You know, I talk about these extra steps. You know, be the person that takes the stairs. Park your car far away, return your grocery cart. You know what I mean? Do those little extra steps. It all adds up. All right, here we go. We're going to take 1 minute hard. Ready, set, go. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 minute, you're going to feel uncomfortable. 30 seconds, very uncomfortable. Okay, I've got the timer going. Keep moving. That's the most important part here, is that you're moving. And I don't care which way you decide to move every day, okay? One day you might say, hey, I'm going to go for an hour walk tomorrow. I'm going to do a 45-minute ride here, and then maybe a 15-minute on the elliptical machine, if you have one. Good, keep going. In 30 seconds, we're going to move it up again. I know, I'll do probably 30 to 60 minutes a day of physical activity. And I was telling you about my lazy dog. I do make him walk a couple times a day. You know, he doesn't have a big smile on his face. He's a goofball about it, but I know it's good for him. So I guess I make him do it. In 10 seconds, we're going to get a little spicier. If you feel like this is plenty, keep it right here. Ready, set, go up by 1. 30 seconds. Now some of you diehards want to go up by 2. Go for it. Go. You've got 30 seconds. Excellent. Breathe. Now in 30 seconds, or actually it's 20 now, we're going to dial it back down. This interval training thing, so beneficial for the heart, for the muscles, for the cells, everything. You got 10 seconds. Keep going. I won't get behind the science of all this stuff. I don't want to bore you, but just trust me that it's all good, I promise. Okay, ready? Bring it back down. 1, 2, 3. Only by 3. Breathe in your nose, out your mouth. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. Let's go ahead and lean back. I want you to take one arm behind you. Let's stretch that tricep a little bit. Okay, the tricep is this muscle located right back here. And I mentioned before about weight-bearing exercises. Let's go to the other side. It's important twice a week to do that. Okay, get the weight-bearing, could be squats, push-ups, lunges. Take your arm across this way. Let's stretch those shoulders one more time. Okay, or maybe you know a local gymnasium or fitness center, go to the other side, that provides classes that involve weights. I really want to encourage you to get those weights going. It's really important, especially as we age. We lose a lot of muscle mass. So you got to combine this cardio, keep that heart healthy, Keep burning the calories with a good, safe, effective weight training program. Okay, so in 30 seconds, well, first off, I want to let you know, in 30 seconds, you're only going to have 10 minutes left. Pretty awesome. It's pretty encouraging. Remember I talked about those running races? When I see those mile markers and it's like a countdown, start picking up a little pep in my step. That's going to be you guys. Now, some of you might have started at the 15-minute bike ride, then you went to the 30, and now you're at the 45. So it's definitely more advanced. All right. Now, let's go. We got a 2-minute interval, so I want you to dial up by 2. 1, 2. Good. Now, this is a 2-minute. This is an uncomfortable feeling. Not very uncomfortable, okay? Get going. You know what very uncomfortable feels like. That's where you're too winded. Okay, keep going. How you feeling? You're not getting tired, are you? And I don't want those words, I am tired, coming out of you. I am invigorated. That's what you need to switch the tired word with. I am invigorated. I am energetic. I am healthy. When you speak these words, there's a lot of power in words. Keep going, guys. You've got about minute 15. Minute 15. I got your back. Power of words. So think those healthy thoughts, and I want you to speak those positive words. Next time you find yourself doing some of that thinking, that stinking thinking, then you need to change it. You got 1 more minute. 1 minute. I'm feeling this, guys. I'm right here with you. Whew, I'm sweating. You know, after being consistent, and I've said this in my other sessions that I've done, treat yourself. You know, if you've been consistent, let's say give yourself a whole month of being consistent. Hey, Coach Kim, I've been doing this 45-minute workout 3 times a week for a whole month. You know what? Treat yourself to something like a new outfit or a new pair of shoes. You know what I mean? Go do something. Go take a trip somewhere. Do something. You've got 20 seconds, and we're going to dial it back down. Good. Some of you guys are going, hey, I want to treat myself to a dozen donuts. No. Keep going. We're not going to food treat ourselves. Keep going. Let's move it down by 4. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Feel some relief, but I'm not done with your interval training yet. So hang tight. We are getting towards the end. And I do talk about food a lot. And some of you guys are very interested in hearing this. And some of you you're just tuning me out. That's okay. But there's some really great apps. MyFitnessPal and Lose It. Those are 2 free apps that you can get on your phone. And it's basically a food journal. So you can write down everything you eat and drink and track it. And the experience is amazing because it's mindful. Mindfulness is what I teach and preach. So it doesn't mean you can't have that vice that we all have, whether it be ice cream or cheese or soda or wine. But when you write things into your food app, it's going to make you aware. It's going to give you a calorie budget. You got to be honest about what your weight is and your goal weight. Even if you don't want to lose weight, we want to make healthier choices. So just because someone's thin doesn't mean they're fit. So we want to put in that premium fuel in our body, and it'll run better and think better and feel better. All right, guys, it's that time. Move it up by 3. 1, 2, 3. We're going to do 1 minute hard, 30, or 1 minute at an uncomfortable pace, 30-second really hard. I gotcha. Yes. And I'd love to know your feedback, because you know what? It's a fact. When people exercise, they tend to make healthier choices. Did you know that? It is a fact. So right after you get done with this lesson, do you feel like going up to your refrigerator and finding maybe that big gallon of ice cream and eating that after your workout? You probably don't feel like it, do you? No. You're like, I worked hard. I don't feel like that. You want to eat something healthy. And that's very normal and natural, especially because you're in that healthy set, that mindset. In 10 seconds, we're going to be getting to an uncomfortable, really uncomfortable mindset. So let's move it up by 2. Ready? 1, 2. You've got 30 seconds hard. 30 seconds. After this 30, we're going to dial it back down, but only by 3. I'm not bringing it all the way down. We're feeling tension. I want you to feel your quadricep muscles. Are they fired up? How about the hamstrings? You're also getting a little bit of the glutes back here. 10 10 seconds. How about this heart? Is it going? All right, dial it back down by 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Feel a little bit of relief. Just a little bit. Now, we have less than 5.5 minutes. That's it. And your day is going to flow downstream. You're going to feel positive. Your mood's already improved. Instant. Nothing's going to bug you. You know what? Does that old man steal your parking spot today? It's okay. You're going to say you can have it because you're in a good mood. I saw this lady at a grocery store and it made me laugh. She butted in front of me in line and she didn't make eye contact. So she butted in front of me and like pretended I wasn't there. And I thought, you know, she's really got lucky. I worked out today because I'm in a really good mood and it's okay. She can have my spot in line. So it does. Little things won't bug you like they normally do. We got to let that, just don't sweat the small stuff. Let that little stuff go. You know, there's other bigger things to think about. So when someone steals that spot in line or steals your parking spot, don't let it bother you. And if it does, then you need to go for a bike ride. Get back on, okay? Or go for a walk. You'll feel better. All right, in 20 seconds, we're going to have a minute, only a minute of uncomfortable. Now you might be saying, hey, I'm uncomfortable right now. Good, keep it right here then. But if you have a little more in you, let's turn it on by 1. Ready? Move it up by 1. 1 big spin. Ready? Go. Okay? 1 minute. We don't have much time left. So we're going to make the best of it. Yes. Breathing in your nose. Out your mouth. Breathing in your nose. Out your mouth. Now, if any time your knees are hurting you, and they normally don't, you need to readjust play with the different settings with your seat height to see what works for you there. You've got 30 seconds. And you'll, like I said, try getting on the bike, just pedal a little bit with each seat setting and see what feels good for you. You'll probably know instantly. You've got 20 seconds. And you have to obviously do that in the beginning of the workout. 15. We're going to get a little relief after this, but you're not done. You're not done with me yet. All right, we're going to bring it back down by 3. So look at that minus. Let's go to the left. 1, 2, 3. Move it down. Good. I'm going to give you a minute. You're still feeling tension right now. This is not easy. We're not in recovery right now. But we have one more interval. And this is going to be 30 seconds of very uncomfortable. As a matter of fact, you're not going to like me. You know what? But you'll get over it. And you'll be back. You watch. I'll give you that push you know you need. I'm happy to do that. Coach Kim loves to do that. And I've got excellent students out there that are willing to work. And those are the students that are going to get the great results. And you know what? Feeling good is a great result to me and hopefully to you too. All right, so I'm going to let you know in about 40 seconds, we're going to get that think about this way. You're in a running race, okay? I know some of you aren't runners or maybe you were a long time ago, but just imagine you're in a running race and you're neck and neck with someone in your age group. And there's the finish line. And this is like a money prize. You're going to get it, and also your name, it's going to be big. You want to win. You've got this. So I want you to think about that. In 15 seconds, we're going to be going there. Very uncomfortable. You don't want that person to beat you. Nope. Here we go. Ready? Set. Take it. 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. As a matter of fact, if you've got 4 in you, I'm going 4. Go. Go. It's only 30 seconds. This is a very uncomfortable feeling. You can't talk to your neighbor. Nope. 10 seconds. I can barely talk to you, but the good news, we're going to be coming down. And that's 3, 2, 1. Take that button. I want you to bring it to its easiest it'll go. Just keep dialing. Keep dialing. Keep dialing. You feel the relief? You should. Now we're taking it back to where we had it when you first started. So as easy as it lets you go, recover. Feel the heart rate? Is it going? It's ticking pretty good, isn't it? You had a fabulous workout. Now, if you need more recovery, take as much time as you need, okay? So even after we're done, you want to take another 2 or 3 minutes, recover, and take more time to stretch. I'm going to give it about 20 more seconds, and I'm going to hop off this bike, but I'm going to end by saying I am very proud of you. Very, very proud of you. You are 20% of the U.S. adult population. You know that? That is exercising the recommended 150 minutes a week. So you might be in another country. Hey, you're probably still a minority too, and I am very proud of you, each and every one of you. So keep up the good work, guys, and keep that smile on your face. Thanks for joining me. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed your ride on your X bike. Don't you feel amazing? Your legs are stronger, your heart's more fit, and you're going to be burning calories all day long. Remember to always check with your physician before starting an exercise program.